Hello everybody, this is Alex101 reporting a commentary video on the game of RUSE. This map is called SCRUM. I have taken the Soviet Union. My allies Russia with Germany. His immediate opponent, Primus, with the Germany, and my opponent, for some reason he is not visible over here because it's the fog of war. He has taken United States of America. Initially I start off making two barracks that helps the fast research of the elite infantry units that the Russians have got, the Guardia. I made 3 supply depots over here, and I also have an armor base. Initially I've camouflaged my base so that my enemy doesn't get to know what buildings I have got in my base already, and as a result of that he won't have the slightest idea about what kind of strategy I'm going to use. He doesn't know whether I'm going to go air, that is produce a lot of air units, or whether I'm going to go for tanks, infantry or artillery, which I'm actually doing now. You can see my research is finished, and I have made the heavy unit Guardia research, which are extremely efficient against a lot of units, and they're the best infantry units available in the game. My enemy makes a lot of infantry units as designated by the small round dots, as you can see, visible because I've got an armored recon over here, and he's trying to get this point over here. He's trying to have a nice hold on this forest, but so that he can ambush. He's pushing a lot of infantry units over here, so that he expected me to come to this zone a bit later so that he can ambush my units, but I managed to send a lot of units over here fast enough, and because I had the armored recon, his units were clearly visible. So now I will just try to push more and more men in this part of the map and get a strong foothold of this region. Why? Because if I get a nice foothold on this region, I will be able to move in and lay an attack on his base through this pass over here. Seeing that he was having a slight advantage over here, I apply the rules of fanaticism, which doesn't allow my units to rout even if they're under heavy fire from the opponent. Let's have a closer look at the action over here. The graphics are awesome. Unfortunately, I don't have such a good graphics card as to run this game in its full glory, in full details. Yes guys, that's true, I just have the 8600 GT, but still it gives us a good display of what's exactly happening over there. There are fires and all throughout in the forest. So forests don't actually persist over there if there is a huge firefight over here. As you can see, I finally managed to take control of this sector, and now I'm going to make a push through this pass to his base, which he has already camouflaged over here. This battle will be extremely decisive, because if I win this battle now, I will be able to push through and get his base in no time. But I built an artillery and anti-air base as to provide artillery support from this point, from my infantry. I made this artillery and anti-air base to provide artillery support, and in case he builds nice aircraft, so that I can take down his aircrafts. Now I made this unit called assault gun. This is a very important unit in the game of RUSE. This has got nice armored protection, unlike other artillery, which can be easily damaged or which can be easily subdued. And also is bombing the hell out of my infantry units. They're routing a lot of buys over here, and actually also killing some of them, you can see there. Saying this, I finally decided to have a go for the research of heavy, the most elite sort of anti-aircraft guns available over there, which are the armored anti-aircraft guns. I applied the rules of radio silence so that my units, once they're in the sector, they can move undetected by the enemy. But for the timing, I was just focused on this zone and I was trying to get through his defense. To assist me, I sent this assault gun over there, which was nicely firing at this zone. You can see it. I didn't give up, and I just kept making a lot of infantry and kept pushing forward no matter the cost. Over here I finally managed to take his machine gun nest as a result of that. Now the only thing stopping me were his planes over there and his infantry units over there. So I made tons of infantry units, and also the best anti-aircraft gun available, the armored anti-aircraft gun. He tried to do a sneak attack on my base using one of his light bombers, but failed because of this heavily used armored anti-aircraft gun. These units are hell strong. Bam! There you see it rush. For some reason, because of the recon unit over here, he finally managed to recognize my infantry units over here, so despite they were under radio silence. So I finally decided to make the final push and move in, no matter the cost. Over here the assault gun was quite easily damaged by his infantry units, which are also heavy infantry units. They're called the Rangers. At this point I had the advantage over my enemy. I had anti-aircraft guns to stop his aerial attack, I had a lot of infantry, which were the best infantry elite in the game, and I had artillery units too. The only thing for me to do at this point was to just go ahead and push forward. He also added the cruise of blades in this sector so that these units move very fast and they don't just get damaged, because the longer time you spend going or running towards the space, the more time it will take for you to actually it will actually be easier for the enemy to kill you, because you will be stagnant at one point compared to the speed of his planes. And at this point my ally tries to go for a helping run on me. He sent some of his fighter bombers and light bombers out here to take care of his units over here, my enemy units. But at this point my immediate opponent surrenders and his base was taken control of Primus, who was still fighting. So I just kept sending more and more infantry units over there, and he just sent a lot of bombers over there, which finally made him surrender. He'll surrender in a minute. And I take control of two of his buildings. And at this point, whoa, look at the light bomber raid. It destroyed all the buildings in this zone. And at this point Primus surrenders, as I said already. A very good game from my opponents. Hope you have liked the video and enjoyed it. If you like and enjoy it, do comment, rate and subscribe on my channel. Thank you very much. This was my first commentary video, so I'd like to hear what improvements I can make on it. I'll be back with a new video soon. Till then, take care. Bye.